day is it, Charlie?
Today is a very special day. It's Friday, Fish Fry Friday to be specific, which is why we are going to catch American red snapper if all goes according to plan on this magnificently windy morning here in Islamorada.
The Atlantic red snapper season is open 2 days this year. Today's day one, a Friday like Charlie said. And it's windy, probably 15 to 17 knots. One boat just came in early. But we're on the 20 at Freeman. Go see if we can't get our 2 red snappers, one for each of us. I've not caught a red snapper since last year, nor have I tried. But let's see if we can't get one for the whole fish fry.
If I was a betting man, which I am not, I would bet on the Stanczyk luck, which is second to none. Let's go start this rodeo in 3 to 5 foot seas on our 28-foot trusty Freeman.
We got all the good luck stuff here. We got the banana and the bagel, which hopefully that doesn't translate to fishing. All right, let's untie. That was a little bit of a bumpy ride. Gonna try to catch some grunts first for bait. Marking a few fish here, about 22 feet of water there on the Garmin. If you guys are wondering, we got the Airmar transducers in here. And we got both a low chirp and a high chirp in shallow water. You want to use the high chirp, so we'll go to options there, sonar setup, source, and we will go to the high wide. That'll be better there, so. Want to try to catch a few grunts on the sabikis, maybe we'll head offshore. It is bumpy, as you guys saw on that time lapse there. It's a solid 2 to 3, and I'm sure there are going to be some 4-footers offshore. Blowing about 15 knots sustained, maybe a tad more. It's on the wrong side.
Who would do such a thing?
That's from Rocket.
That's brutal.
Who puts the spinning handle on that side?
I don't know.
Is this a grunt?
Uh-oh.
Oh, double header.
Check it out.
Finally.
Check me out.
Yes.
That's 2 whole snappers. Hit me.
I'm gonna try to do it lefty. Pull down.
I'm pulling.
Or the rod tip. Oh, there you go.
Close enough.
As long as it doesn't go in the water. Oh,
Pulling. Pull. Oh,
almost lost them.
here.
There you go.
Give me that.
Alrighty, couple grunts. I wanted 6, so we need 4 more. We're on the board.
Oh, baby. Yes. You're beautiful. That is an ideal
Be the
bait
winner.
mix.
Oh, and I'm hooked up too. We're gonna have to put the camera down, but he came off. These are the ugly stick inshore select rods, and we do have the nice authorities from Penn there on them. But you could also, and if you guys are wondering about the nail polish or paint, what do you call it? That is Claire. Claire opened up a beauty salon. She painted my nails and toes last night. So if you guys are interested, you want to make an appointment, Charlie just signed up for one. She's got like 8 different colors, and half the paint goes on your nail and half goes on your toes and your fingers. So Claire's Beauty Salon. Maybe Sadie will be in there this afternoon too. She was at her friend's yesterday.
Double.
Oh, another double.
Double gruntage.
Grunt master. The rig break?
Tragedy.
The rig broke. I need the last one. 7 grunts. I got the last 2. Charlie got 5. We're gonna run out here between 2 to 350 feet of water and see if we can't find the old red snapper. Stay tuned.
have to do a repeat of our last heavy weather fishing excursion. I'm still shaking salt water out of my ears. As you can see, I have my runners on. I don't feel anything.
Is it windy and rough, Charlie?
Nah, we've been through worse, but I would not exactly consider this a Chamber of Commerce day. At 3 to 5, and it's got to be 45-mile-an-hour winds out here. Something like that.
All right, so we're getting rigged up. We got the Nick stick over here with a Penn Torque 25. And over there we got a Penn Fathom 30, one of the new Carnage rods.
The critical ingredient, little magic mustad circle hook right there.
Yep, be the one. Got Don over there on that 43 Freeman that we helped build out earlier this year. Beautiful boat. Fishing the same red snapper haul, and a couple more boats coming over here too, so let's see what happens. But if you look at the screen here, we are marking them on the screen, so let's see if we can get it done and catch a couple. They said they caught one decent one earlier, but it's not been red hot. We're going down. Another boat showed up for the party. I just hit bottom. Let's see what happens. We're using the grunts now, but we got ballyhoo and squid too, so we'll see. Even if we just caught a couple smaller, you know, there's no size when they do these red snapper days in the Atlantic, so no minimum size. You can see it on Fish Verify on the app there, so up-to-date regulations, weather reports, catch log, all that good stuff. But let's see if we can get a big bite on the big bait first, and we'll adjust from there. Put the rod in the holder for a minute to get some ballyhoo out, and I got a bite it bent over, and he stole my bait. So of course, he hauled it for 8 or 10 minutes, put it down for a few seconds, and there it was. But we had a bite, at least it's a sign. We're gonna reset. Second drift, Sancocho, snapper bite for sure. Had him on for a minute, but he came off. Try number 3. If you get a bite and catch him, we can go home.
Really working on it.
The stack of fish there's solid on the guys in the Garmin there. That fish or bottom? Is that big fish?
I think it's a big fish.
Yeah, get him, Charlie. Get him, Charlie, please.
Oh my God.
Catch that fish so we can go home. Oh, that's him, isn't it? Big red snapper.
I think that's a fish.
Oh yeah, for sure. Pulling awfully hard.
I think we might be screwed unless it's just a big fish that I can't clutch.
Did he come off? Still got him, right?
So?
What in the world is it? Seems awfully heavy for a red snapper.
I don't know what we're dealing with here.
You want to cush it?
Yeah, desperately.
I don't know if we have one. Don't break them off.
I think I'm in the bottom.
That looked like a fish to me, no? Is it bottom?
I think so.
I thought it was a fish.
Me too. Felt fishy for a minute. This is bottom.
Is it a nurse shark or something? What do you want me to...
Feels like straight heavy.
Well, I don't think it's a red snapper. But... well, I think it's swimming, whatever it is.
I think you're right.
Whether or not we're going to catch it on there is a different story.
No cushions, no belts. $500,000 boat.
I got a Gatorade bottle.
Go.
Is it gone? Okay.
Whatever, something popped
Maybe it was like a
up.
shark or something.
Feed him. Feed him. Let him eat it.
We've got a nibble. We are hooked up finally on the Nick stick. Third bite's a charm. Hopefully it's a red snapper. I don't think it's a monster, but maybe we could do a whole fish fry Friday. Short pumps, 40-pound braid, 7/0 mustad. It's choppy. There's like 4 or 5 boats in this area all fishing for. We would love to get 2. You'll have 1 per person. That's not, I mean, we could get a jack or something like that, but most of the fish we catch in this one layer here, red snapper, so we're getting closer. The 43 on us. You got a 47 back in the dock. Why don't you take it? Like, well, it's only me and Charlie. I ain't got many friends, and 28's more fun with 2 people. A lot easier to clean. But that Bahamas trip we just did on the 47 was awesome. The boat was amazing. Absolutely love that. I gotta be getting close on this. Oh, we got color. I see him. Give me a red snapper, please. He's floating out. Let's see what we got here. We got a little tangle here. We got the lead off. We got a lens up there. Let's see what we got here. Fish and a red snapper.
A fish?
I think it is, you guys. It's either gonna be that or a mutton. We got one.
Red snapper.
We got a red snapper.
Yes.
Not a bad one either. We will take them. We're on the board. Red snapper season down here in Islamorada. Happy to have one. We need one more now for Charlie. A beautiful fish there. Check those colors out. 7-0 mustad circle hook right there in the corner. And remember, you can always save 20% on all mustad products with code STANZ20. So go to the website and check it out there. But happy to have them. The Rodan's putting in work, holding us there. Just started drifting away when we got him on there. So let's get him in the box. And I know we've been fishing with the Nick sticks a lot lately. We have more in order. They should be here October 1st. We got a lot of rods coming, 800 on order. Some of those are kids rods too, you know, some pink and some blue ones for the boys and girls. But they have been an absolute blast, and everybody I guess seems to love it. So let's see if we can't get one more red snapper for a limit, and we'll call it a day. Let's chop out here today. Any nibbles, Charlie?
Nothing that would qualify as such. No nibbles, no bites, but I've switched to the boneless ballyhoo, which seems to be the ticket. You caught that beautiful snapper on the ballyhoo. Sometimes the dead bait outperforms the live bait, even though it's counterintuitive. I feel like a bite's coming though. Or maybe that's just mild seasickness. I don't know. It's rough out here.
I see Mike back there. We gotta catch one more. Can't lose the Mike. 2 times now?
That is 2 times that I caught someone else's line. And this time, I got a triple hook rig out of it. See, 1, 2, and 3. And whoever it was using fluorocarbon, so good on them. But I believe other people have been fishing this spot.
We need one more snapper.
We're not done yet. We have a whole box of squid. We went all the way down the food chain from live grunt to deboned ballyhoo to Nicholas's personal favorite appetizer, the calamari. We're gonna see if that does it. I have to catch a red snapper. It's been too long. Let's see if it does the trick.
Go get him. Nibble?
I think so. Let the freeze spool for a little bit. I think it was a cheap bite.
Wrap up the red snapper expedition. We got one early. We couldn't get her second one for Charlie. We had 4 or 5 other bites, and a lot of boats hammering that one early on and kind of nipping at it. Wintertime, we get the big ones down here, but a lot of those school size fish now. But we got one. We're happy. Bounce at least got out for a few hours. Lunchtime now. We gotta get back in for some other stuff. Charlie, we tried.
You know, I wish I could say it tastes like victory, but instead it only tastes like 1 red snapper. Either way, that's not a bad consolation prize. Still a beautiful rough day here out on the Atlantic Ocean.
I was hoping we'd have 2.
I was hoping for at least more than 3 bites after all that beating we took on the way out here this morning. But that's how it goes. That's fishing. At least we haven't broken anything on the boat yet.
Yet.
Yes.
It is getting calmer though.
That's true. Let's enjoy the ride and not get soaked on the way back.
We made it back to Bud Mary's. got a little bit calmer, still some wind blowing, probably 12, 13 knots, but it was like 15 to 17 knots earlier. Quite choppy, but we got the red snapper. You were allowed 2, 1 per person. We missed 3 or 4 other bites that we didn't get, and went to 2 more spots, we didn't get them, but happy to have this guy. We're gonna fillet him up. Usually I would do it at the cleaning table, but I don't want to walk all the way over there for one fish. We got some other fish at home. We were doing some photo shoots with Penn recently, and they have those new electric reels that came out, the Fathoms, last year, and then they got some other products come out that we're kind of doing some photo shoots for. So we got some tile fish, some barrel fish, some mahi at home, and I do apologize for the fingernails. But Claire, she really wanted to open that beauty salon. She's 4 years old, so I said okay. And Charlie's gonna get beautified tonight. He doesn't know it yet. He's behind the camera right now. But anyhow, we're gonna just fillet him. I didn't know, I thought we might do him whole, but we'll fillet him because they got the other stuff at home already filleted. This way we can feed 4 or 5 people pretty easily. But obviously snappers, a very white meat, very good to eat. This is just a medium one, not big at all, you know. And sometimes you get some real nice ones out here, but usually more in the winter time. The Gulf, they get a lot more out there, and even up the coast, but we just see more in the winter time. There's a few in the summer, but not like the same numbers that we see. And we're gonna try to do this without cutting the boat and into it, but bone right there. That's how you know you cut close to the spine there when you got a bone on the fillet there. We'll get rid of that. Skin this like this. There you go. So that is a half a red snapper, one of the fillets, and that'll feed at least a person and a half. This fish will probably feed 3 people, honestly. We're gonna get them bagged up, and we'll see you guys back at the house here for Fish Fry Friday.
Welcome back to the kitchen after a bumpy day at sea. It wasn't too impressive with the amount of fish that we caught, but the fish that we did catch is particularly delicious, and because it's Fish Fry Friday, we're going to do something a little special with a fish that we don't ordinarily get down here in the Florida Keys. American red snapper is one of the finest eating fish in the ocean. It is an absolutely impeccable white meat, and an impeccable fish of this variety deserves a special recipe. This actually happens to be one of my favorite whitefish recipes that I'm going to share with you today, because I hope you will make this yourself. It comes from a restaurant that used to be on Sanibel Island called the Sandbar. It was unfortunately wiped out a couple of years ago, but the food there was incredible, and one of the best things that they made on the menu was the coconut macadamia encrusted American red snapper, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. Step by step, very straightforward, so you can do it too. And we're going to make my favorite white wine sauce because we're celebrating that we made it through a long week. So let me show you a couple of these ingredients and then we'll jump into it. So first and foremost, when you are making coconut macadamia encrusted snapper, or any whitefish for that matter, you're going to need a couple of things. You're definitely going to need these Hawaiian macadamia nuts. They are expensive. This thing's like $12 a jar, so make sure that you are careful when you get this, not to dispose of them accidentally. And what I like to do is actually toast them. In this pre-made mix that we've got here, we actually crushed and laid out those macadamia nuts on some foil, and then we toasted it in the toaster oven so it was crispy. We have a little bit of sweetened coconut here. You can get this shredded sweetened coconut just about anywhere you want. And then for a base, you've got your classic panko that you've got right there. We're going to mix that all together and then coat each of these fillets with that. You're also going to need a couple other things. You're going to need 2 eggs. You know what eggs are, right? You're also going to need some Thai coconut milk. Thai coconut milk actually is much thicker and has a much more kind of buttery and vibrant flavor to it as opposed to your general egg wash. So we're going to make an egg wash with coconut milk. We're going to lightly season all of these fillets. We're going to lightly flour them into the coconut egg wash and then into our coating here. And then we're just going to pan sear in this avocado oil because avocado oil is awesome. For our sauce, we're going to use a little bit of the heavy whipping cream that you've got here. We've got some box Chardonnay, only the finest for the StanzFam. We've got some butter and we've got some lemon, and we're going to do a reduction. If you haven't done a reduction before, it's super easy and it's a lot of fun. And please excuse my gigantic assortment of sauces and cooking things. This is where I do a lot of my own cooking, in case you didn't notice. So,
Cleaner than StanzFam kitchen.
well, you know, I like to stay organized. Anyway, we're going to get into it now. We're going to serve this on top of a rice pilaf, which we kind of did ahead of time. It's not really exciting. You can make your own rice pilaf at any variety that you want. I like to add a little bit of almond in there. And then we are going to grill some asparagus. If you don't know how to grill asparagus, I don't even know how you make it outside in the morning. So we're not going to show you that part. We're just going to use it as a side dish and concentrate on the fish. So let's get into it. I'm just lightly mixing that panko with the toasty macadamia nut, with the coconut flakes. I mean, you just look at the texture of that stuff and it screams crunchy. It screams delicious. And it really is one of those fantastic restaurant flavors and something pretty straightforward. You can kind of smell it. It smells toasty, which I absolutely love. So with our fish prep, which is really simple, we actually have a little tile fish over here too. We're going to make sure these fillets are nice and small. I don't like to use too big of a chunk when I'm cooking in a pan because it's just not as much fun and it doesn't present as well. And it's a relatively thick fillet, so we don't want to cook it too fast or undercook it. We want to get it just right. So we're going to move these down to a proper portion size. Those are probably pretty good right there. We are going to thin out our tile fish friend over here as well. Good. And now we're just going to do a very, very basic light salting. I like to use my Himalayan pink. This is the good stuff. Just a little bit. I haven't mastered the Salt Bay maneuver yet, but I'm working on it. You guys know that one? He goes like, psh, it's crazy. I'm just going to use a little bit of black pepper, just a pinch. Sarah doesn't like black pepper at all. Just a little teeny tiny bit.
All right, I can't record this part.
No. Just a quick little dip in there, right in the flour. Quick little dip, right in the flour. Toss it around. Good. Then we do our formal dip. Give it the nice coat. Press that down into the mix. Coat it up nice. Beautiful. With the macadamia nuts and the coconut, you just want to make sure you kind of punch it in just a little bit so that it really sticks on there. So we're going to pan sear it a little bit.
Nick, what are you in charge of?
How did you wind up the dishes? How did you wind up on dishwasher duty?
Well,
I thought you were grilling asparagus.
Oh yeah, I know I'm cooking asparagus on the grill.
I thought you were on asparagus duty.
What are you in charge of, Masha?
I'm just making sure the wine is, somebody's drinking the wine.
Perfect.
You need to clean as you go.
Cleaning as you go is that's a big important step, that's for sure. I was saying this is going to be a special meal because who knows if we're ever going to see it again, and with my ability to catch red snapper, we wouldn't have had this in the first place.
He did the same thing I did. I thought the tile fish was a snapper because it was.
It's true,
so
they're surprisingly similar in terms of the
Yeah.
flavor, which I thought was impressive. So, all right, we're good here. We're ready to start cooking. Take a quarter cup of our cream. And the proportion does matter here. We're going to use a half cup of this super premium wine, Chardonnay. So a quarter cup cream to a half cup wine. And then I like to use the juice of an entire lemon. It's much easier if you have this squeezer thing. That's why I cut the top off. Just going to go ahead and add in all of that right there. Now you may be thinking, hey, that looks like an awful lot of juice. That looks like an awful lot of stuff in there. Well, you're right. And that's exactly why we're going to cook it down to get rid of the fluid, and then we're going to add a little bit of butter, and then it'll be absolutely delicious and ready to go. See how that starting to thin out a little bit there? Smells kind of like wine and lemon juice. So the real trick with this particularly to make that sauce nice. As that starts to cook down and get a little thicker, I like to turn my heat down to low, so it just kind of keeps steaming. And we're just going to add a little bit of butter at a time. Kind of cut that sauce down. Beautiful. That's the sound that you want. Beautiful.
The asparagus are done. Can't wait to smell those later. Good job, Chef Charlie.
Pleasure to fish with you in extraordinarily rough seas today. I'm glad you caught this fish, because otherwise it would have been takey-howdy.
Yeah. One red snapper, not even a big one, just like a small medium one, maybe 6 pounds, something 5-6 pounds, but 4 plates here of dinner. Coconut, macadamia, and then crusted. There's still a piece or two left, right?
There's 2 pieces left. Just
It's like that one fish would easily feed 4 people, if not 6 people, you know, if you
We can make it work,
that,
yeah,
so.
for sure.
Here we go. And what's the sauce?
That is a lemon, butter, white wine sauce. One of my all-time favorites.
Sauce is delicious. And the coconut, macadamia.
Good.
Crunchy, blends together nice. Very good.
Hang on, how's that asparagus? I do good?
Yeah, just imagine.
At least I didn't
Perfectly
mess with the asparagus,
cooked.
so.
Well done.
The fish is delicious. We worked hard for that red snapper.
Took a beating for that snapper.
We did. I thought we were going to catch 2 real quick. I'm like, I know we'll thin them out. Yeah, we'll be selective. We get a second one, we'll get a bigger one. Didn't happen. They got smart. The spot was beat up earlier. There's already multiple boats there.
I did snag some fishing line as well.
2 times or 3?
Twice.
Twice, yeah.
I don't know whether that's lucky or just complete opposite and extremely
So
unlucky.
it turns out that spot's not a secret. Other people know about
No, definitely not the first time anyone's been there.
It's the only spot where you can catch red snapper here, apparently.
it. The most
Oh,
consistent spot, somewhat close to home.
Well, if you are going to catch the very last red snapper, I would make it this way. This
Oh,
would be
delicious.
This would be my favorite.
Very good, very tasty. Good job, Charlie.
Pleasure to
Masha, what do you think?
enjoy it with you.
Fantastic. I love it. Every piece of it.
Now Sarah gets to try the red snapper.
It does look good.
It's tasty.
I'm sure it's excellent. Everything Charlie makes is very good. Chef Charles.
Sanibel recipe.
Very crunchy.
Approve?
Tastes like snapper.
A
Yes,
little
very
touch of
good.
macadamia.
No, it's good. Macadamia, crunchy, the lemon sauce, rice. Excellent.
Good job, Charlie.
My pleasure. It's my favorite. It's my favorite combination, actually. So I'm really excited to eat this tonight. Tasty? What do you think? Yummy?
Yeah.
We all know what would have happened if we had cooked at our house. It would have been the same old, same old. So thanks for mixing it up for us, Charlie.
Least I can do. Thank you for joining me over here. Now we get to enjoy this
And the Russian coleslaw.
and some Russian coleslaw.
Yeah.
Can't try that every day. Very cool. All right, I'm gonna kill this. I'm gonna eat the hell out of this.
All right, good. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed that episode. It was one expensive snapper, but we got him. If you guys ever want to get a Freeman, like the 43 Don was fishing on right next to us, let me know. Send me an email. Build that boat up for him. Turned out beautiful on it. We went sword fishing on it with him about a month ago or so, and had a few bites. Didn't get any, unfortunately. That means I just gotta go back with them. But they got a couple of red snapper before we got there, and I think Mike was with them, so they got a nice mutton, yellow jack. So they had a fun day too. I'm gonna finish dinner. We'll see you guys in the next one. The Nick Sticks should be back October 1st, back in stock, so we'll have them on the website then. If you guys want any gear before that, go to the website, StanzFishing.com, check it out. And if you guys like, just see the Fish Verify app and how it works. It makes your life a little bit easier with AI identification and all that. Go download the app there, Fish Verify. That's all we got for you. We'll see you in the next one.